are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Millie Goats. It is episode 131, May 11th. We have a very special guest, as you can see on your screen right now. Back for part 2 on National Archery Day, which there is no better way than to have somebody for National Archery Day than Papa Approach himself. Club Hubs, the Hubbards, Mark Hubbard, back on the show.
The
Thank you.
2.0s.
Yes. How
Yeah,
are
I'm
things?
not a good archer. I did play darts the other night, and I was pleasantly surprised. We had to play these two guys for the board, and I hit the last like 3 darts, 2 15s, and a bullseye, and did the signature barbecue sauce sign off from.
Was it
what's
real
the
darts
show?
or was it the plastic ones?
No, darts. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was good.
We went up to
So yeah,
Buffalo.
so I impressed myself.
We went up to Buffalo not too long ago. One of our buddies was like, "Hey, we can go play darts down here," and it was the plastic kind. And we all got there and we're like,
Oh, it's horrible. It's
"What?
bad.
What
yeah.
is this?"
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If it's electronic, I guess it's okay because then it registers. But if it's not and they just don't stick, it's miserable.
Do you have your own little dart kit you take with you? Have
No,
you
I'm
reached
not that.
that
I
yet?
mean, I'm not. No, I'm not that good.
Okay.
Not
You
that-
should, just to intimidate people, but that could go either way. You'd be like, "Oh no, this guy's really good."
Like the guy who brings his own bowling ball. Same
Yes.
thing.
Ping pong paddle.
Bring
those
golf
guys.
clubs to Top Golf.
Yeah, Top Golf.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that last time.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Champion of the people. Been grinding, traveling. I mean, are we 1/4 of the way through the season? Is that
I think. I think more than that. I think we're probably right at about half.
okay?
Maybe
Okay.
maybe a little less. I think I've played 12 events. So normally my schedule ends up being about. No, I mean I guess that includes the fall. So I've 7 in the fall, 19. So yeah, we're probably a little past half actually.
Wow. Man, I forget
So
it's
yeah,
May.
I think I probably have. I know it's crazy. I think I probably have. Let's say I have 3 in a row for sure coming up, and then maybe a break. Hopefully a couple signature and another major, and then 4 in a row after that. So at most I would have like 12, 13 more events, and I played 12. So yeah,
Oh,
right around
okay
there.
then.
Nice.
And we're streaking. You're hot right now. Let's just go out there and say it. Club Hubs. We're throwing out Club Hubs everywhere we can. Hubbards. We saw a tracker is now out. That was awesome.
Yeah, dude, he's been hilarious. He's really good. He crushes 2 Coors Lights for every birdie I make. There's the second round in at Byron Nelson in Dallas. I started off, I parred the first hole, and I think I birdied 5 in a row. And the whole time I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, dude. This guy's gonna get absolutely thrashed today." Yeah, I hope he wasn't at work. That would have been not good. But yeah, I think he's from Detroit because he jokingly posted a picture of him getting tickets to Dominican to come be boots on the ground, and it was from Detroit, so that's cool. Our best friends are on tour live in Michigan, so they were pumped about that. So he
Nice.
started sort of following Ryan Brem too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you know you made it when you got a Twitter tracker.
Yes. What did I call the Brahma Bull is what I gave him. I said, "Hey, we need to get the Brahma Bull trending." We're gonna have boots. Javi is gonna be there next week in Valhalla too. He'll be
Oh,
out there.
nice,
Yeah,
beautiful.
so he'll be out there.
Did you guys get media badges, or did the tour stiff you again?
No, they actually approved us. So I think
Yes. Validation.
yeah, I think we're gonna look at maybe the Wyndham Championship or one of the you know how it is. We all have kids and stuff, so it's like, oh, we
Yeah.
could have gone to like Myrtle Beach or Wells Fargo, but it all happened so fast. So I think we're gonna plan for something later in the year and
Perfect.
really get everything worked out. Where when we're there, we're there. We're there, man. Dumb and Dumber
Love
me.
it. Love it.
So yes, Archery Day, ancient warfare. Archery was the pinnacle of projective weapons. And right now, irons sharpen irons. The Iron's Maiden, the man in the iron mask, the approach, Papa Approach. I think we're gonna throw that one out into the ether and see if we can get some get some get some traction. We'll get the tracker involved. So yeah, the approach seems to be dialed in.
Yeah, it's been the best part of the last 2 years. I mean, I've worked really hard at it. I actually, it kind of, I don't want to say it happened by accident, but I switched grips
Hmm.
and unknowingly, the new grips were slightly heavier, so they changed my swing weight. Not to get too technical, but like there's the overall weight of the club, and then there's the swing weight, which basically is kind of how you feel the club while you're swinging it. And so if the grip's a little heavier, it makes the overall feel a little lighter, like you feel the head a little less. And I unknowingly that happened. I went from D1 to C9, which is actually pretty light as far as tour standards go. And that was kind of beginning of last season. And then last season, I had my best approach, statistically speaking, of my career. I think I finished like 14th on tour last year. So it kind of was just one of those things that just happened, and um,
Pop
you know,
up real quick.
obviously, I've worked really hard, but that was just something where I just feel like I have a lot better control of the club face, and I feel like I can really release the club and not feel like I'm gonna miss it left, which is for me that's like my biggest thing in my game is I want to be able to swing hard at stuff and not feel like it's gonna go left. So
Mm. Whoa,
Man, I would have
that was awesome. And just like happenstance, you changed the actual grip on, and boom, now we're dialed in.
yeah, I mean, I changed because I felt like it was a better grip, but I didn't know that was kind of a side effect that just kind of happened. And obviously, I didn't play for a whole year not knowing, like we knew it happened, but I felt so good that we just kind of went with it and it worked out. And now I'm not going back. Like I've tried to go back to a heavier swing weight, and it's worse. So yeah, we definitely just kind of got lucky figuring that out.
Okay, so that brings me to two questions. Two questions right off the bat. Do you find so you're not the like most guys, dudes like us, like if I work as a physical therapist and we have this cane in our facility, and when I grab that cane, I just start, I just do a couple of practice swings, make sure everything feels good. Now you wouldn't do that because I might throw off the weight of the. Do you just walk around swinging random, like, oh, that kind of looks like a golf club. Let me just take a few hacks, see
Yeah,
what it feels
yeah, I was at the park yesterday with my daughters, and they were playing, and I picked up like a big stick and was hitting pine cones. So yes, I absolutely.
like. Yes.
It doesn't matter if you shoot 200 or 60 when you go out and play. If you're a golfer, you are taking practice swings at random moments in your day, 100%. Doesn't matter
Oh,
who you are.
you went technical with the club weight. I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta ask, like if I see an umbrella that's wrapped up, and I'm
Yep,
just like, oh, hey.
yep, 100%.
Sec- Second question. So if I'm on the course and I'm drinking some refreshments, would that be the whole donut on the bat kind of, you know, am I throwing off my swing club weight?
I think it's more just important to do the same thing all the time. So, like, I have lots of buddies at my club who every time we go out and play, and there's really good competition at my golf club. There's a lot of guys who play a lot of amateur events or played in college, and frankly, probably play almost as much, if not more, than I do. Like they're good golfers. But every time we go play money games on Friday, Saturday, they have 2 to 10 beers over the course of 18 holes, or depending on who they are. But then they'll go
IPAs.
play and yeah, no, not no,
No,
they're
no.
mostly yeah, no, that would be heavy,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then they go play these, amateur qualifying events or even just like, 2-man amateur teams, like, big events like the four ball and mid am and that kind of stuff. And obviously they don't drink during those, and they feel different. And so I just,
Yeah.
like you can't play for fun and have a few beers every time and not putt out your 3 footers and then go and try and compete and be completely sober and have to put everything out and be serious and not talk to everybody. Like I think it goes for us too. Like I've always been a big proponent of that is, you really got to be yourself on the course. Like if you're a social chatty guy, you got to, talk to your caddy and hang out with people And if you're, a quiet guy who needs to be introspective the whole time, you got to be that. You just got to be true to yourself to play your best golf. So whatever you need to do, man, do it. Don't worry about it.
Yes. I do have more questions on golf for sure. But as you can see, all of us are sporting beards right now, and we keep playing with our mustaches because the big part that we're bringing you on as the Denver correspondent on this show, the Nugs and the Avs. I'm going to hit a little segue here, and then we're going to get into it. All right?
Love it.
Here we go.
Yeah, Mile High salute.
Time to salute the sports. And the NHL playoffs are going on right now. Currently, the New York Rangers locked up 3-3 with the Canes. We're all watching game 3. But the Avs tied 1-1. The Nugs 2-1. Big bounce back win. Broncos draft Bo Nix. In order, power rank where the vibes are.
Oh man, it's tough. I feel like I'm most confident about the Avs, but Dallas is probably the best team out of the ones that we're facing. They're really good, so I feel like anything could happen in that series. I'd be surprised if it doesn't go 7 games. And then the Nuggets did not look good the first 2 games. I did not like how they were acting, their body language, the complaining in game 2, but man, that was a really sweet bounce back. I needed that for my morale. So I'm
Yes.
feeling much better about them. Obviously, they're defending champs. They've got a lot of playoff experience. So, I'm still pretty confident with them. The Broncos are definitely the biggest wild card. I really have. We could win 11 games or 1 game next year. I have no idea, to be quite honest. I think, like most of us Bronco fans, I'm a little tired of not being good and not getting our hearts broken a little. So I think I'm going to go into the season with pretty low expectations and
Get them way up there.
no,
Get your heart ripped out.
Don't do it.
I don't like that.
Yes. Do it. It's your year.
And yeah, so
It's the
yeah,
Broncos' year.
I mean, the problem is there you go.
Oh,
Not what you wanted, but what your home state wanted.
oh,
4-3.
3. Oh no, it's on the road.
I just saw it. Oh no. Oh, refs.
Yeah.
Refs gave it to him. Anyways.
But yeah, no, I mean the thing is like, there's so much talk about our quarterback and Sean Payton and Russ. The fact of the matter, division is really good. We got to go through the Chiefs every year, so that's been almost impossible for the last couple of years. 8 straight to the Raiders, which I personally think the Raiders are the worst team in our division, but we've lost 8 straight to them, so that's the worst.
Yeah, that's bad.
And then I mean the Chargers have Harbaugh now, and they've got what everybody thinks is a franchise quarterback, so they're not a cakewalk either. So it doesn't it sometimes it feels a little hopeless because it's like it doesn't matter how good we are, we're just got a really tough division. So
they're on the rebuild the Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so are we.
Yeah, well,
it just hit me what I said before the show.
There's a glimpse of hope there.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I will keep my hope high and my expectation.
Oh, there you go. I like that. Hope high, expectations low. That's a good way to kind of ease yourself into football season.
Yeah.
I just realized I said before the show started that Igor Shesterkin had not
Yeah.
given up more than 3 goals.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, there are a few things that are less undefeated than the announcer's curse. Every time. Every time.
I was watching. I can't remember what it was. I think it was. There was something where was it when Scotty Scheffler was putting, and the announcer goes, "Oh, he hasn't missed a putt inside 7 feet all day long
he hasn't,
on 18."
He hasn't 3-putted in 230 holes. Immediate 3-putt. Immediate.
Why would you say that?
Yeah.
They almost did it to Rory today too on 18. They're like, he's been bogey free since Thursday, 18 on the 18th hole, and he about baptized the ball in the creek. I mean, missed the
No,
penalty
I heard him.
by a foot.
They were like, they said something like he'll be the only player today with a bogey-free round too, and then immediately.
I was like,
okay.
Why would you say that? They know. They know better. You don't say, he's got a no-hitter. No, you don't say that, or he hasn't missed inside 40 yards. And
you don't talk about the no. You don't talk about the no-no.
Oh,
you don't
gosh.
talk about Fight Club. You don't talk about the no.
Don't talk about Fight Club. Okay, so the Avs are tied up. That series has been absolutely phenomenal. Nathan McKinnon is a freak show, and there's two players that whenever I'm watching hockey, I'm like, that's not fair. McDavid and McKinnon, when they both get going full speed, it's unbelievable.
It looks like they're skating with 11-year-olds. It
really
crazy.
Does.
They just go around people.
Unbelievable.
They're both a problem. I'm very, very happy that he's on our team, and we definitely need him to step up. Our goalkeeping has been it's questionable at times. I mean, game one, the second and third period, like he was incredible.
Yeah.
So it's not that he doesn't have it. It's just that we need a little more consistency.
Yes.
But I think it looks like the over/under is 6.5 again for the third game in a row, I believe, and it's gone over both the first two. So I think that under is a good play. I think this one's going to be more of a dogfight. I think I could see it being like a 2-1 game, something like that, 3-1, hopefully in our favor. I'm not at the game this time. I went to game 2, so I'm pretty confident we're going to win.
It's in Colorado, right?
It is in Colorado, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that barn gets jumping. That one in Carolina's barn are pretty electric.
Yeah, it was pretty loud in Dallas. I hadn't been to a Stars game before, but I mean, I was very quiet for about 57 minutes of that 60-minute game, but it was loud in there.
They almost did it again.
I know they almost did it again, and I mean, playoff experience is you can't beat it. They definitely got tight. They definitely changed. They were playing. They stopped being the aggressor and just started to hold on, and you can't do that against a team like the Avs. We're too good. So hopefully more of that. Hate to see it, but love to see it. So
the only thing that like you were saying, the goaltending has been. Georgiev was a New York Ranger, so I've watched him for a couple of years, and he like you were saying, he flashes brilliance, and Cale Makar too. Cale Makar too, but Georgiev is a streaky guy. When he's, like you said, he's good. When he's bad, it is really horrible. Like pucks going in left and right, and then like the Avs it's not fair, man. They have McKinnon, they have Makar, they have Landeskog, who is skating now. I don't know if he's going to come back, but I saw him on the ice.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
No, yeah. I mean, we're super, super talented. We're very deep. I feel like Dallas has done a really good job of getting guys in front of our net. I feel like, we've given up 8 goals in the first 2 games, and I feel like there's been at least 4 of them where our goaltender just flat out never even saw the puck. Like they have been in his face all the time. So I feel like that's on, as much as he needs to be better and more consistent, like we got to get guys out of there. Our defense is letting too many guys camp out in front of our net.
Yes, Dallas does have some big dudes up front too. They're a pretty big team.
I mean, yeah, there's been like 3 goals that you watch the replay, and he's just like never even. I mean, it's back of the net bouncing, hitting him in the back before he notices it was shot because he's got so many guys in front of him. So we need to clear out those sight lines.
Yes, the Stars also that's their kind of they're more of a grinder kind of try to muck it up type team. They do have some skill. They got Wyatt Johnston or whatever his name is. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Roope Hintz.
Yeah,
So
no, I mean they're definitely talented, but that I mean they're to put it in golf terms, they're the bomb it and gouge team. They're just
Mm.
constantly throwing pucks down ice, down at the net. I mean, I looked up at one point and I think it was like 12-12 shots on goal. And I was like, there's no way they've had 50 more shots than we have, but they weren't on goal. They're just hoping something good happens. So yeah, they're tough, man. It's why they're number one in the West. So we'll see.
And they have Ottinger, who's an absolute freak show.
Yeah, yeah. I need him to not be that tonight.
Yes. No, I think at home they're I don't know. I don't know if Dallas will be able to hang with them at home. Rangers just lost. We're reeling over
I
here.
know. I'm sorry about it.
I'm reeling over here.
This there goes the streak. Sorry
yeah,
for 16.
Butch. The Nuggets. Are you worried about Anthony Edwards?
Yeah.
That guy.
I mean, I'm worried about all of them. They got 3 bigs that can guard Joker, and not only that, like they're making him work that much harder on both ends for rebounds and stuff. So I mean, he's our guy. He's the MVP. He's got to be big, and he played well last night. But God, I mean, I'm worried about this series. But even if we make it past this series, I'm worried because he's just got to be exhausted. Like he's just getting beat up down there. And then I love Jamal Murray. He's one of my favorite players in the league, definitely on our team, but he is a liability on defense, and they have some pretty good guards. I think Porter was a big factor last night, and Gordon were both big factors because those are 2 guys with their athleticism and their length.
You have to have them.
They can cause problems, and they can also guard people because Minnesota's really tall, really long, really athletic, and that was a big problem for us the first 2 games. So those guys stepped up last night, and they need to continue.
If Gordon stays consistent, Porter's pretty consistent. He had a couple off nights, but mostly you can count on him. But Gordon, I mean, if he can score for you, then you're going to win.
Yeah,
I know he's not a big part of the scoring offense, but there's games like he'll have like every third game where he'll drop 30 or something surprising, and then boom.
Yeah, no, I mean we always need.
I don't know if you can see, but I'm a Stegosaurus.
Those are my
You're
son's
something.
headphones.
You are something.
The Rangers just lost, and I had just stated that Shesterkin had not given up more than 3 goals in 30 straight games, and what does he do? Give up 4 goals to lose. So we're going to share a microphone here. I knew he was coming.
That's as much your fault as it is his. So. Yikes!
I'm not going to mention that I got a haircut yesterday either.
I just want everybody to know that I bet the Hurricanes to win 4-3.
Really?
Come back.
I have a spin zone for you on the whole Jokic thing. Jokic.
Okay.
I think it was unfair of the NBA to schedule a playoff game for the Nuggets during the time of the Kentucky Derby because he's a big horse guy. So was Jokic distracted by all the ponies?
By the ponies.
And if the Nuggets are going to win this thing, you better get it done before the Preakness, because he'll be checked out yet again. Thoughts on that?
That is a hot take. I genuinely don't see him as a gambler, but he does love horses. So I see him more as like a pre-race guy, like into the whole ins and outs of raising them and breeding them and getting them ready for the race. I think he could probably care less once the race starts, which is also kind of how he plays basketball. He's a grinder and works hard, but then he kind of is just like, yeah, I'm done. I want to go home.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but
that is, I mean, I'm not going to say you're wrong because we got our ass whooped the first game, and it was during the Kentucky Derby. So I don't know. I'll ask around. I'll be there next week, so we're gonna go check out Churchill Downs while we're there. So we'll see.
Oh, I have some preparatory things that you should do to get ready for Kentucky that I will list off in the golf section. But yes,
Can't
as a
wait.
spin zone, when people try to give you a hard time, you just say, "Look, Jokic was distracted." I mean, we all know it. He's a pony guy, so it's
I
pretty
love that.
clear. So
I
just
love it.
spin zone that right in their face and say, now that he's not distracted by horses, doesn't
Back
matter
to
who's
It's
on
over.
the team.
It's
Like,
over.
especially if they win like 3 or 4 in a row, that would be the ultimate spin zone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
If they tie this thing up at Minnesota and get it
And
back
then take it home.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's big.
close the book. Close it. Close it on them. Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, not MJ, even though everybody's saying that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think both Avs and Nugs, you know, I'm still confident in them, but it's tough. I could really see both series going to Game 7, and
Give it to us.
that's rough though, because it's just, you know, we'll be tired and beat up. So I don't know. Fingers crossed.
But as a fan with not anything on that, I would love to see a Game 7 in both accounts, just personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good for my golf because we fucking tip off and drop the puck at 9 o'clock every time, and I'm like up till this is the most I've been up till midnight in forever. Like I'm a dad now. I need to go to bed at 9:30, 10. I'm fucking grinding until 1 a.m. with overtime. Like, what are we doing, guys?
but I will have to say the good news for Denver, Dallas Mavs went up 2-1.
Oh,
I think that's a better matchup, honestly.
Yeah,
well, they'd be home team
Yeah.
too, right? Home court.
yeah. I don't want to play OKC either. They're a wild card.
Yeah, with
it would be
Chet
fun.
at 7-1 and
Yeah, I'm not a
SGA
Mavs. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not a Mavs fan at all, but I do love watching Luca. He's fun, so that would be a really fun series to watch.
His knees bleed a lot. That worries me. I don't get it. You seen his
Yeah,
knees? They bleed.
I mean, look at the back of Joker's shoulders all the time. It's like Wolverine attacked him every other game. I mean, those Euros play hard. They get in there. They're not afraid to grind, so they're not afraid to get dirty, and they get cut up down there.
That's a good point. That's a very good. I'll have to look at Joker's shoulders next time. I saw
Yeah,
Luca's knees.
he's got like a fat scar down thing. It literally looked like Freddy Krueger.
Why doesn't he wear an
He's
arm sleeve
gargling.
or shoulder sleeve? Just a shoulder
Oh.
sleeve.
Just
he's
more
beating
work.
it.
He doesn't. Yeah.
The reverse Dickie.
A reverse
With the
Dickie
shirt with a real deep cut, sleeves, but no neck.
All right. We've got another segment called Golfing with the Boys question segment. And we're gonna get some golf talk here. And I have a few questions right here. I want Tex to go first because there was a video. I don't know if you remember from last show. There was a video that we saw at Augusta that we were outraged, completely outraged. Tex,
You got
I don't
questions.
remember what you're talking about.
the boots.
The boot.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God! I just want to know, did you leak
No,
the
no,
extra tough for the grounds workers or the caddies? 2 extra tough, because there was a big commercial about everybody wearing extra tough boots to get the courses ready, and everybody was out there in extra tough boots. Was it you? I just want to know.
100%, I didn't leak, and I can also say that as much as I appreciate how much you guys like having me on here, it wasn't the hype of me being on this show. There's no I do not have a big enough following.
All right, you're clean. You're good. You're good.
We saw that.
It was not intentional. It was not collateral. There's no way.
No, we were gonna say we go back to our tape and be like, hey, this was a great idea by collectively our minds. We should be, this is our brains that they kind of picked here. And we go back and say, with this episode aired way before that the extra toughs were on the course at Augusta. And we go back and we go to battle.
Do you think it's possible that they had been wearing them in the past and you guys just
Probably.
hadn't noticed till now?
Very likely. Very likely.
Well,
but
hey, don't tell us the real story here.
No, I think that just means that you guys have good taste. You got the best course in golf, wearing the best shoes in golf to prepare it. So I think that just means you guys are on the right track.
We are deep in the game. We know the game so well that we know what the greenskeepers are wearing.
Yeah.
That's the kind of information we look for.
Oh,
Also, I saw a
boots
video where
around
you
every
saved a turtle
tournament.
Some people
one
just
time.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was at Travelers.
exhausting because
Yeah,
you
I'm
Sorry.
are not doing
no, you're
this.
good.
Yeah,
Look,
'cause
clicking on too many stuff back here.
I was like, what is that noise?
All
That ain't
good.
Jerry Hicks.
Is there a line? There,
That is
this
not
is
him.
also the follow-up question to that. So turtles, is there a line where you draw, like, if I see a snake, I'm not, or a gator sometimes in Hilton Head or somewhere along those lines
There's
where you're like,
there's a lot in Zurich. I mean, I'm not gonna save
yes,
a gator. If there's a gator off the green, I'm gonna shoe it. I'm not gonna save it. Get
do
it
they
off there.
go
so
over like in
four
player
irons.
safety? Like a player safety meeting, they're like, hey, if you encounter a gator on the course, don't try to pick it up by the tail and wrestle it. Like, no,
They do, yeah, no, they do not. But you do there is rules in golf that allow you to get relief from that. So like, Happy Gilmore, he hits his ball into the gator's mouth. Like if that's a real thing in real life, like you don't have to get your ball. You'd be able to drop away from it.
Oh,
There's
man.
a line.
I had to play
Yeah,
it off
go-
of Frankenstein's fat foot.
exactly,
Play as a
exactly.
line.
You would absolutely never have to play it off of someone's foot. 100%.
So this week coming up in Louisville, you're going to have to watch out for the ponies.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there'll be any wild ponies on the course, but you'll have to watch out for the
It
gambling,
could be.
the late night
The
ponies.
cavalry comes through. It could be your
Yeah.
buddies that come through the night before. You know,
Yeah.
out here in
Yeah,
the
we're
Outer
gonna
Banks,
go.
they do have wild ponies just walking around.
They do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
they're like
I did
miniature
not know
horses.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
you go out to the northern Outer Banks, they'll just be. You'll drive into a town and there's just like horses walking across, and you're like,
Above Duck and Corolla.
There's also some in Beaufort.
Beaufort, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Huh.
don't come down here, Jokic, especially during playoff time.
Yeah. And definitely don't feed them because there's a million signs
Yeah.
that please don't
You can't feed them; they'll die. Like if you give them a piece of watermelon, they'll kill over and die. I don't know why you give them watermelon, but it's beside the point.
First thing we think of, feeding the horse.
Yeah, everybody walks around with a pouch of watermelon at the Outer Banks. It's just a thing. That's what you do.
Yeah.
If you ever go to the Outer Banks, bring a bag of watermelon. Everybody does it.
Seedless, preferably.
Yes. Okay,
Perfect.
so the line is Gators. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, the line is gators.
I've got another.
Yeah,
turtle
I'm not
question.
a big snakes guy either, but
What Ninja Turtle? What's your Ninja Turtle?
Good question.
which Ninja Turtle would I be?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Probably Donatello.
Oh, that was
He's the
Tex.
blue one. He's the blue one, right?
He's purple.
No, Leonardo was
Purple.
blue.
Leonardo was
Leonardo was the blue one.
Okay, then I'd be Leonardo probably. Blue's my power color, so
Oh.
wear Sundays on blue. I mean,
Yes.
Now
He's
maybe
got the Av sweater. I don't know if you can
Broncos,
see
Nugs,
Tex.
Broncos, Nugs, Avs,
That's-
all blue.
That is nice whenever a city has
know.
all the same colors.
It's very convenient, and all like a lot of the good cities do. I mean, like
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh does. Yeah.
Milwaukee.
Uh,
No. Brewers. No. I don't know why
Brewers are
Milwaukee
not the
popped.
same as Green Bay.
why did Milwaukee pop in
I
your
don't
head?
know.
The Brew Crew.
I don't know. There's 4 cities still left in the NBA and NHL finals. Denver,
Dallas.
Dallas, Boston, New York. How about
That's it.
that?
Yep.
Wow.
All 4.
Yeah.
That's all 8 teams. Yeah. Pretty cool.
Oklahoma City. Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma. Good point.
Yeah.
It's only like 2 hours. It's only like 2 hours from Dallas. We'll count it.
There you go.
We'll
Yes.
throw them into Dallas.
Okay.
This is
Next.
gerrymandering.
Next
Oh,
question.
and Cleveland.
Cleveland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carolina, Raleigh.
Cleveland.
Raleigh. I
there's
think I
7.
missed it. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. didn't quite do the math on that.
And
there's always got to be one per show, like the one where you guys show me the video of Harry Higgs, and it was just the actor from the FedEx commercial. There's one every show. It's fine.
I don't know.
Indiana Pacers
Hey,
are still in.
I do not keep coming back for the facts. I can promise you that.
I'm not the geography guy. I don't know why I keep trying to do geography questions.
Yeah.
Oh, the Harry Higgs. Yeah,
But the Kirkland balls, I heard they were nice.
Yeah.
That's the key to the game,
Sure.
right?
Okay.
Sure.
How many rounds is good to play with the same ball? How many rounds have you played? Do you play or do you switch out a new ball every time?
In competition, I probably go through 4 to 6 balls around.
Okay.
But yeah, when I'm at home, I'll definitely play the same ball for a whole round.
How many times have you done? Do you put dots on and be like, okay?
I don't think I've ever played a ball for more than a round.
Okay.
Like I think
Maybe
if I played a ball, if I played a ball the whole round, I would just like leave it in the cart afterwards, or like.
Well, I like to play.
Throw it somewhere.
When I play, I like playing
Didn't lose
my
this one.
entire box of balls.
Yeah.
That's why I say that. 'Cause
Like you're really not scoring unless you play every ball that you brought in a box.
Are you getting your money's worth?
Yeah.
We played my senior year. We went to Mexico, and we played this course, and it was all jungle. And my buddy Brian, he had a wicked case of the slices, and so we literally just bought a bucket of range balls, and we brought that on the course, and kind of came up the loft.
He's
30,
went out there with
40
a
of
crate.
them. Oh yeah, I mean, just the whole bucket in the back, in the
Waterlogged.
Yeah.
What
I mean, it was just jungle everywhere.
1A or whatever they classify the balls as. You know.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah,
gold.
it was good.
Like, where did he put them?
Just like in the back of the cart.
Okay, the
Oh,
basket.
in the woods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he
In
put
the
them in the
water?
jungle, in the ocean, in
right.
the jungle, on the beach. There
I've
was
had them.
one of the holes. They were building a house, and there were some workers, and they were catcalling at my mom while we were playing, and so we hit a few at them. So there's some over there. Like,
Oh, did you knock them off the roof?
Defend her honor.
yeah,
Some
exactly.
warning shots.
Yeah,
You went Happy
Happy
Gilmore
Gilmore.
on him. There you go. That's right. Yes.
shouldn't have been standing there.
Okay. I did
How do
play.
you feel?
Go ahead, Butch.
How do you feel about this vice ball?
Wait, is that
It's
speckled?
It's so
And-
aggressive, but
And I
It looks like somebody's
appropriately
garage floor.
marked my ball as Miami.
it's. I mean, it's.
That was what that question was all about.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's pure chaos, and I love it.
Is it comparable to the Pro V? As they claim,
I'm gonna say no. I'll answer that.
they claim that this is like the Pro V.
I'm sure. And copper fit, you'll never be sore again if you wear braces all over your elbows and your knees.
Hey, Brett Favre says it, so I trust him.
Yeah.
And Jerry Rice.
It's true.
Oh, okay. So, I have some PGA prep ideas. PGA Championship. Here we go. These are things you should do the week leading or while you're there. Go ahead
Starting
and paint.
tomorrow.
Yes, paint your
Starting
grass.
tomorrow.
Paint your grass blue. Just your whole yard. Just paint it blue because bluegrass. That's
Like
Kentucky.
here at my house or
Yes.
at my Airbnb there.
Both.
Okay.
Just
It may already be blue there or something.
Okay, perfect.
But you're going to be playing.
like, oh, he must be going to Kentucky. His grass is bluegrass.
All right.
Second thing, you should go to Churchill Downs and do your cardio there and just run laps. See if they'll
With
let
the
you
horses?
in. Yes. Or
See if
yes.
you can get under 2 minutes around the track.
I'm gonna go with absolute no.
Wait, isn't that track a mile?
Yeah, mile and like a quarter or something like that.
Wow, if you could run a 2-minute mile, you know you're in shape.
I would not be playing golf.
It's true.
Yeah.
In the
Okay,
Olympics.
you
we
should.
are gonna go. We are gonna go though. We're gonna go on Tuesday or Wednesday. See the ponies. And I think
Nice.
they have races there all the time. Like it's not
Yeah.
just the Kentucky Derby. So we're gonna go watch the races.
We worked
One
the
of the days.
Kentucky Derby twice.
Really? I'm sorry. It's like one of the few major sporting events I haven't been to. I'm so jealous. My buddy went and he said it's amazing. He said the race the day before where they only race the female horses and everybody wears all pink.
Really?
He said that was even yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that was
Oh,
even more
Yokes.
fun than the actual race. Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
Dude, we
J-Bone.
saw
it's
Big
bucket
Brown
list.
win it back in 08, I think.
It's awesome.
And 8 Bells was the filly that finished second,
And
which
they had to put her
It's
down.
awesome.
and they put her down on the track. Yeah.
We were there.
They brought the they brought
Yeah.
the horse ambulance
I don't
out and
remember that at
everything.
all.
Yeah,
The
dude.
horse
The jockey
ambulance, and it
pulled
was
back
they had to
on
put
You
her
were
down on
down-
the
you were-
track.
Oh no!
You were down already too.
Yeah.
Too many
It was in the
juleps. You
infield.
had bet.
I was-
You had self been put down by juleps. You were down.
Don't go to the
will
infield.
say,
Don't go to the infield.
The infield is a frat party.
It is.
Yeah, I've heard. That's what I've heard.
The funniest thing, they have like porta johns lined up 50 deepers. Guys will get up there and try to run across them, and people are chunking anything that's in their hand. I mean,
People just
it's the
throwing stuff
funniest thing to decleat somebody off a porta john.
That's amazing. Love it. Love to see it.
All right. You should do a home run derby somewhere with the Louisville Slugger. Any
That would
Louisville
be
Slugger.
sick.
Yes.
I don't know if I don't know if we'll be able to do that there, but I just joined this club here. It's called Blue Jack. It's a really, really cool golf course, but they have an exact replica of the Green Monster, Fenway's Park.
Oh, not
It's only, I mean, it's probably like, I don't know, 30 yards at most, maybe less than that, 20 yards to the fence. So it's like for little kids, but it's like an exact replica. It's awesome. So
That-
we're going to do, me and my coach were talking, we're going to do a little Team Hubs retreat at some point, and definitely the Home Run Derby will be the number one event at that retreat. So,
that'd be a killer wiffle ball.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. That's what it's for. It's so good. So
Oh.
gotta get on that.
Phenomenal. Are
Yeah,
you team
that's
East?
awesome.
Now, did you team East on or Louisville Slugger or TPX?
I mean, you gotta go. Yeah,
That
Louisville
is
Slugger all
Louisville.
day.
No.
I mean, it didn't matter because I played baseball for like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years, and my baseball swing was exactly the same as my golf swing. So unless the guy threw it in the dirt, I wasn't hitting it. So it didn't really matter what bat I was using. I could have been swinging a pool noodle, and it wouldn't have made a difference. So
See, my golf game is exactly opposite. It's like my baseball swing, which
yeah,
Just
it probably
Yeah.
goes far, but
yeah.
not a
great.
good combination.
No.
Also, okay. You should buy a horse like Jokic. Thoughts?
I hear they're not cheap, and I have
Nope.
2 kids who are also not cheap. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that one.
Mini horse. Do they have a mini horse
Ooh.
Kentucky Derby? They should.
I think
Oh my
honestly
gosh.
the only way that would even be possible with my 3 girls, wife and 2 daughters, would be if that horse was in fact an actual unicorn. And if that was the case, I think that would work because that's pretty much all my eldest daughter talks about is unicorns. So I think I could rationalize that purchase, but just a regular horse. I do have a buddy who I went to college with who I don't know if he owns one or helps with it, but I think he owns one of the horses at Del Mar in San Diego. So he's
Oh.
always at the Del Mar races doing that stuff. So he's gotten big into that, which is very cool. It's a beautiful racetrack, right by the
Yes.
ocean and right by Torrey Pines. It's
Costa
great.
Del
over
Mar?
there, so
Right.
Like the
Yeah.
sunglasses?
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay.
Del Mar,
Everybody
San
pin,
Diego. I don't know.
Everybody pin this. If they start running mini horse Kentucky Derbies, we're going to go right after Extra Tough.
Yep.
Yep. And we
That
didn't know
would
it
be-
was them. Okay.
San Diego.
And
forget
eat.
forget horseshoes. Just put the extra tough boots on the horses. That's the race I want to see.
Oh, yes.
This,
What do you call a person who puts horseshoes on? Don't you have a friend that does it?
yeah, farrier.
A farrier.
Hoover?
A hoof. Well, that's the high school that they did the Friday Night Lights on, Hoover, Alabama. Hoover's
Hoover.
good though.
Yeah.
A farrier.
Farrier.
Contact your local farrier. Extra tough hooves. And you should probably eat some KFC at some point before round one. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But maybe just go buy a bucket and smell it, and then be like, okay, I have tasted the local cuisine.
That is an underrated difficulty in some of our tour stops. Like Louisiana is a perfect example. The food there is so amazing, but it's not exactly the best food that you want to be eating before you go sweat on a golf course for 6 hours. So it's tough when you come in for lunch before your afternoon round and you have all this great food and you're like, yeah, I guess I'll just have a dumb salad with like some, turkey cold cuts on top. But it's tough to turn down some of the, you got the mock shoe and stuff over there and they had barbecue every day and sure it'll be the same. So the southern tournaments it's very fun when you play in the morning and you can just go to town after your round, but tough before your afternoon round.
I didn't even think about that, but you're like, that's when you need dog at the turn protein bars brought to you by.
Exactly.
In Louisiana, you need boudin at the turn.
Boudin. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's
chicken.
Okay. We have to ask this. Moving on to more. Have you heard about the cicada event?
Yeah.
Major stuff.
Yeah, no, I absolutely have. I live in Houston, so I feel like I thought we had been experiencing that for the last 7 years since I moved here because there's literally that many. I don't know. They say, millions are there. I feel like I see millions every day anyways. So I don't expect it to change much, but I'm definitely scared for it because I feel like we're in prime area. So we'll see. But I was reading something the other day, and I feel like it's more of not Midwest, but kind of like Ohio-ish, that sort of region. I feel like that's where they're going to see the worst of it, and down south where we are isn't going to be as bad because we only have like a certain amount of species, and that's like the whole thing is that like the
3 of them.
whatever.
There's 3 of them.
So I think we
They're all
might only have
converging.
like 1 or 2 of those, so we don't have to worry as bad. But it's crazy.
I was gonna.
I
The
also,
reason because Kentucky, right? Kentucky's close to Ohio. You got to be
That's
prepped for
true.
your cicada.
Is that going to happen? Is it coming up?
I think it's already happening. We have one of our buddies who keeps sending videos of him pressure
really?
washing them off his house. Like this is the 3rd time he's had to do. They're just sitting there going, "Wah."
They're so annoying. I mean, yeah, I can hear them outside.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Valhalla is a pretty prestigious place, and I'm guessing they're not hurting for cash, so I'm sure that they are swatting those things out of there left and right. They probably got guys in your what do you call it? Tough. What are the boots?
extra tough.
Extra tough. They probably got extra tough guys in extra tough boots just going around stomping them,
They have
getting them out of there.
shotguns too.
Yes, bug assaults. Bug assaults. Just
Yeah,
fire miniature extra toughs at them.
The salt guns for the flies.
Yes, I have one of
Those
those.
are awesome.
We've got,
They're the
we've got the
best.
cicada FBI here where they're just hanging out in the trees, and if they see one on the course, bam, bug
Just shoot
assault
it.
right to the face.
Love it.
Okay. Have you thought about marking your ball like a baseball for Valhalla? Louisville Slugger?
No, I have not, but maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. At this point, out of those 2 ideas, I think I'm leaning towards the Miami Vice Ball.
Do it.
I think that that was the. How does do you? So not to go back in time. The Zurich Classic, the partnering. Do you guys pick? How does that work? Is that a picking? Like you pick your own
Yeah.
partner or what?
Yeah, you pick your own partner.
Okay.
It basically just has to be anybody who has some sort of status on a PGA recognized tour. So like I
Okay.
couldn't just call Butch up and be like, "Hey, come play with me." Unfortunately,
You
because
sure?
that's the only way I would be able to play that Miami Vice ball because I don't even know where I would buy it. I don't know if you know this, but I've been on the PGA Tour for 8 years. I don't know where I would buy that ball. I've never seen it before in my life. But yeah, so I couldn't just. But yeah, you can pretty much play with whoever, which makes it a lot of fun.
Right beside the extra tough boots.
Oh man.
Oh,
Perfect.
Oh
They're in the golf pro aisle.
yeah.
Well, I
I
mean, what are
didn't-
we talking? Are we talking Dick's? Are we talking Walmart? Are we talking Calvert? Like where?
Academy,
Sports
dude. What
Authority.
do you mean? What are we talking?
Yeah.
Academy Sports.
Sports Authority.
Academy? Okay,
Um,
we have that here. I want to check them out.
so those are all the questions I had and suggestions for the prep of the PGA Championship.
You said you had like suggestions. I was thinking you were gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you gotta go check out this restaurant. It's awesome."
No,
And it was
it was
more-
make draw seams on your golf ball so it looks like a baseball.
Love it.
That'd be really cool if you could
Uh,
freeze frame that though and slow mo it and do the spin rate. It'd be like, wow, he had a nice slider in there. Or change up
History
or
would have
whatever
been
you
a
wanna
lot
call it.
different. Yeah, history would have been a lot different if that slow mo of Tiger's ball and 16 at Augusta hanging on the lip and then falling in. If instead of the
Oh.
Nike symbol, it was just the Miami Vice logo just there.
Yeah. Could you imagine this thing just creeping in on
Just-
slow mo?
Be like, where do
And
you
they
want to play in your next vacation?
They can't
Boom.
Miami right there.
It's-
Vice.
I
Boom.
feel like there's too much shit on it. Like the friction from all those paint splatters would have held it up. It wouldn't have gone in.
It looks like somebody's strength and conditioning floor, like those little speckled rubber mats you put
Yeah.
out. That's what it
Yeah, it
looks
looks like my garage. Yeah,
like. There you
Yes.
go.
Yeah, the
my
floor.
garage floor. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. We have one more segment unless anybody else has questions. Because I know the game's about to start in like 2 minutes or so. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably about to start.
Does anyone
No,
else
I
have any
have it.
questions?
I have it on.
Oh, okay. Any questions, Tex? Butch? Any questions?
Hey, coming up, how pumped are you
Dude, yes.
For this game?
well, I know you're pumped for the game this week.
Yeah, PJ, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
This is gonna be my third major. But definitely the first one I've ever felt like I could actually like contend. The last two, I feel like I've just been like excited to be there and didn't really care. And I played pretty decent at the first one. I made the cut but didn't play very well at the last one. My wife just said this is my fourth major. I don't remember what other one I played in, but apparently I've played in
Hey,
another
she's
one.
right. Mother's Day.
Yes.
She's
Mother's
absolutely-
Day.
Well, she's I would say in our history together, she's right 95% of the time. And that's not just me trying to score brownie points. Like my memory is not great. Probably has something to do
Under
with
on
this,
that one.
but
It's 100% time.
yeah, she yeah. So I'll have to find out what other one I played in. I played in the COVID US Open. So she's right.
Oh, there
Thanks,
you
Dave.
go. Yes. Cheers. Cheers to that.
But yeah, this is definitely the first one that I felt like I could actually compete at. Both just because I'm light years better of a golfer than I was the last couple, but also I just feel like this, is a decent
Layout.
course for me. Yeah, layout wise, it looks
layout
like it's
looks
right up my alley.
Right up your alley. Yeah, I was going through the course before we got on the show. I was like, this seems like a Hubbard's course right now.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, every course it's beneficial if you hit it super far. But I've been driving it really well. I've picked up a little speed, so that's great. But yeah, I mean, it definitely seems like a second shot approach
But
course.
the par fours is right up your alley.
Yeah,
So-
100%. Just the yardages that you'll have in are definitely my strengths. So yeah, I'm excited, and I actually switched putters 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
You
I've
want
been
belly putter?
no no not there yet. Not there
maybe,
yet.
maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. But yeah, so and that it was really really good at Byron. So it's always fun to have a new toy. You get excited to go out and play with it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to next week.
how many putts do you hit before you're like, okay, or with a new putter that you're like, okay, I'm ready. This is the one now.
Well, so the previous putter that I had used, which is the only putter I'd used on the PGA Tour, I picked up in 2014, and I would say I probably hit more than 15, less than 20 putts with it. And then it was Wednesday afternoon, and I had just been putting like shit, and I picked it up. It looked good, and I was like, "Screw it, I'm gonna use it." And then I finished fourth that tournament, and got my card. It was in Ohio, so that was kind of a. And then that's the only putter I've ever putted with on the PGA Tour. So that's 2014 till now. This one I hit a lot more. I don't know if you saw on Twitter, but some a-hole posted me in a dark moment with like 47 putters leaning against my bag, looking like I was one of the reps
Oh my
at Byron.
What a
And so
dude.
I literally tried every single putter I think that's ever been made on Tuesday of Dallas. I probably did like 3 hours of putting, and the one that I'm using is honestly probably the last one I would have ever thought I would be using, just because I've historically not really liked the stuff that TaylorMade has made. But I mean,
Spider?
it goes. Yeah, it's a spider.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know. I mean, if it's good enough for Rory and Scotty,
There-
it's good enough for this D bag. So
I'm telling you, I bought one. I was like, man.
Here you
this
go.
thing-
Yes. Butch.
I
It's
do,
future.
dude. I have one, and I'm like, this thing's pretty sweet.
Confirmed. That
yeah,
Miami Vice ball
no.
just bounces off.
Hey,
Miami Vice with the spider.
if
Yeah, I
I
was
could
outside.
take a Miami Vice ball with it, you have no problem. Trust
I was
me.
I was
I know
outside
you're
today.
looking at me for advice, but yeah, you know.
I mean, yeah. I guess I'll try it. Maybe it's more. It
Him
seems
to
more
prove.
like an off-season project. But
So wait, you were outside doing.
you were asking me about saving turtles. I was outside grilling steaks tonight, and there was a huge spider by my grill, and I normally would have just stomped on it, and then like I was about to, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let spiders live. Like I'm gonna get some good spider
That's right.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get some good spider karma for my
I
new
just
spider.
take a little nibble here, buddy. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
J-Fi has a
So
saying
I'm all in.
that you're never more than 10 foot away from a spider.
I believe
Ooh.
that.
Hey, and you can apply that to your golf game now.
That's
You're
true.
you're gonna be knocking down 10 footers this
Yeah.
week. Boom.
Love that.
Hey,
Okay. Real talk. Probably never gonna try a Miami Vice ball, but I will be thinking about that every time I have a 10-footer next week.
yeah.
It's gonna be part of.
Hey,
Oh,
when we see you chuckle on TV, we're gonna know.
I have a 10-footer to win the PGA Championship, and I have to
yes.
back off my shot, and the announcers are like, "Oh, he's nervous." And really, I'm just laughing because I'm thinking about dumb spider quotes.
Hey, whatever works.
What's he looking for? Spiders.
When you make the putt, just give him one of these.
Yeah.
Walk it in.
Oh,
Yes. Okay. Man, that was we cut
we're
you off.
already
Yeah.
off to a good start.
We do have one more segment, and it is the water cooler debate segment. So I'm going to cue the music. Everybody, shh.
Okay.
You serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, water cooler debate segment. We
So glad we were all quiet for that. Go on.
We obey the
Usually-
rules. You should know that by now.
usually they just play it in the middle of one of my sentences because you're like, would you
Ugh.
shut up, please?
Oh,
I wrote a dad joke in there. I don't even remember what it was. What kind of farm equipment do you use to get your crops in shape? I don't remember. I don't remember. I wish I'd remember that.
You remember the joke, but not the punchline.
Yes. Well, if you think of an answer, just let us know.
I will.
Man, that's gonna drive me up the wall. Water cooler debate question: what is the GOAT type of cut? Remember what did we do last time? What's the GOAT type of club? Now we do the GOAT
Yeah.
type of cut.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Cut.
I will lead it off. The GOAT type of cut is when you're 18, 19, 20 years old and you're in the best shape of your life and you're absolutely cut, ripped, jacked to the gills. That's the GOAT type of cut. Never gets better than that as far as a physique.
I'm
type of
unfortunately in the best shape of my life right now. And that's not saying much. So I can't get on board with that because I don't know it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Your joke just got bodied.
It did. Oh, hey.
Hey.
Dad joke. I'm going to think of this dad joke answer.
Oh,
Somebody
God.
else go.
Oh, man. All right. Anybody else got the best type of cut?
Getting some cut.
Oh, wow.
A haircut?
Yep.
Getting a haircut.
Getting your ears lowered.
What kind of farm equipment do your crops use to get in shape?
Man.
I'm gonna go with the isn't there like a sirloin baseball cut? I'm gonna go with that.
Baseball, you say? Is there a baseball
Isn't
cut?
it like something like that?
I've heard the King's cut and
Yeah.
the baseball
There's
cut.
all types of cut of meat.
Yeah.
You can cut meat
Okay.
all day.
Butch, what's yours?
Yeah.
I'm going to do a cut fastball.
Mariano, the Sandman.
Yes.
Right up in your little chin music there. Put that down. That's a golf ball. Put some seams on it though. Oh, what kind of farm equipment do you use to get your crops in shape?
Oh, wow.
It's gonna haunt my nightmare. It's gonna haunt my dreams. One of these days I'll think of it.
A plow.
Yeah, I mean
Tiller.
yeah. Baseball cut gets its name from its rounded shape. This is the cut from the center of the top sirloin. So it's like a nice circular
Yeah.
fillet, the baseball cut,
Little,
which I made two of those tonight.
Ooh,
as a
beauty.
golfer, as a golfer who hits fades, I probably should have said the nice high cut, but
no,
I just had steak and food, so fuck that.
no. That's what we wanted. Was like, hey,
Yeah.
in your element, go type of cut.
Yeah, again,
Okay.
I am a professional golfer. Golf should have been my element, but it's fine.
Well, you know.
We just had a whole diatribe about baseballs and whatnot. So
Well, you know, sodium should be Kevin Na's element, but they just call him Na.
you weren't expecting that was the element of surprise. Oh, I'm gonna find that on the periodic table. I'm gonna think of that dad joke.
We can cut all of this. So
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
That's my favorite cut.
The GOAT type of cut. Hubs, Mark Hubbard, PGA Championship next week. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Always a
Absolutely.
pleasure. Hopefully the Rangers don't blow it. Hopefully the Avs win. The Nugs come back so that we can get that back on. Anything else, boys, before we rattle it off? Go Avs. There you go.
Avs. Yeah, there you go.
We try to do virtual handshakes sometimes across the screen.
Oh.
So yeah. Like then you gotta hold on. Dap it up.
Here we go. Go win the thing. We're
Let's
behind
go.
you. Hey.
This has been Des Bryant right there. Spider. Okay.
All
This
right.
has been episode 131. Anything else?
No, I mean, congrats on that. That's a lot of episodes. Way to go.
Thank you. And we still don't know how many teams are in the playoffs, but we will see everyone next time. Everyone have a nice, I guess, well, this will be time traveling, but everyone have a nice Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Everyone,
happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Be safe. We're going to play some outro music here. Everybody remain calm. We can still talk and chat and laugh like we're having a good time. I pulled up beside it an ice cream truck playing this one time and I almost lost my mind. I was like, okay.
Oh.
We'll see you next time. Club Hubs.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.